Friday, the 24th of January 2025. Good morning, everyone. This morning's devotional is a reading from Galatians chapter 6, reading verse 9, and it reads, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." Over the past few days, we have been speaking about failure and God's solution to our failures. I wonder if you can remember what God's solution to our failures are or is. If you can't, don't worry, I'll tell you. It's called grace. God's grace is the solution to our failures. One of the fruits of the Holy Spirit is also the gift of perseverance. And we need this gift of perseverance to reach the end of the road. There are so many people today who have given up in the face of failure. You are never a failure while you persevere to the end post. History books are filled with stories of people who failed again and again, but they did not give up until they succeeded. General George Washington lost 2/3 of the battles he fought against the British in the American Revolution. He kept on retreating because he didn't have enough manpower to take on the British Army. But he didn't give up. He eventually won the war and became the first president of the United States, and is also considered the father of the nation. Napoleon dominated Central Europe as Emperor of France, but earlier in his life, he graduated 42nd in a class of 43. He wasn't the smartest student, but he is regarded as a military genius, and some of his strategies are still used and studied in the world today. Albert Einstein, one of the greatest scientists of all, didn't say a word until he was about 5 years old. He did so poorly in school that at the age of 16, he failed the entrance exam of the Swiss Polytechnic School. Yet still, look at the things he went on to discover and invent. I don't hold any of these men as examples of godly living, but they accomplished much in the eyes of the world because they did not give up. Imagine what God will do with righteous men and women who keep moving forward and working for whatever God has called them to do. So, as the devotional reminds us this morning, let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. My dear friends, allow me to encourage you to keep going. Don't let your failures be final. You never know what God can do through you. May the Lord be with you. May He bless you. May He cause His face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.